Hello everyone, so we are the three assets, and we come up with this name because assets is the most important thing that you must have in having a business. So for us, you are the greatest assets of the business of your life. And I am Jeffrey Del Rosario, and I'm the hustler of the group or the leader.
Um, Hello sir, good afternoon po sa inyo. Nare-report po ng group namin na the three assets ay Lean Six Sigma. And I am Jeffrey Del Rosario, the master of the group. So the birth of Lean Six Sigma. The Lean focuses on eliminating waste, thus improving speed and efficiency. So yung Lean, nagpo-focus lang siya sa pag-aalis ng mga waste ng isang business. Then, yung Six Sigma focuses on process improvement by eliminating defects, thus improving quality. Then yung Six Sigma naman, focus naman siya sa pag-improve ng isang business. Kapag pinag-combine sila, combining the two, it will be Lean Six Sigma, which solves all issues within a system, thus ensuring profits for the business. And then the benefits of Lean Six Sigma. Financial benefits focused process improvement activities to reduce cost, delivery, and quality issues. Employee benefits, a highly engaged and skilled workforce to find faster and better ways of working. Customers benefits, improved services, better delivery, and better quality products will improve customer focus. Competitive benefits, become better, faster, and more focused than other in your sector. Strategic benefits, expertise to solve strategic and important problems to differentiate. So these are the Six Sigma toolbox. The first is analysis of variance and analysis of variance, ANOVA, box plots, brainstorming, cause-effect diagrams, correlations and regressions, designs of experiments, graphs and charts, histograms, quantitative testing, Pareto analysis, process capability studies, process control plans, process flow diagram, quality function deployment, response surface methods, scatter diagrams, standard operating procedures, statistical processes, control. So the Six Sigma example, cleaning the garbage. Imagine you want to clean up your garage so you can fit a new motorcycle inside. You should use lean methods to accomplish these goals. First, yung identify the scope of the cleaning project. So sabi, cleaning the garage, not the whole house. So instead of cleaning the whole house, kung ano lang yung scope ng isang project, yun lang dapat yung gawin. So next is measure space of the square footage of overall garage and of the open floor space. Set a goal of required amount of open floor space. You may eyeball this, but this is a measurable area. And then next, you analyze. Understand the type of amounts of materials currently in place and the available storage location. Then, susunod na doon is yung improve. Use lean tools, yung tinatawag na pivots, spaghetti diagrams, to execute cleaning and organizing, including removing essential materials, install improved vertical storage facilities to minimize floor space use. And then lastly is yung control. Label storage spots, put after photos in place as ongoing targets. Conduct weekly audits to ensure stuff doesn't accumulate. So ito pa another example of Six Sigma define. In this space, we use a tool called Voice of the Customer, or VOC. VOC represented the needs required of our customers. Our VOC showed the following. Customers expected prompt delivery, the correct product selection, and a knowledgeable distribution team. So as the word itself define, so dapat talagang i-define mo muna yung mga expected ng mga customers, and then the correct product selection and the knowledgeable distribution team. Then susunod na dun yung measure. We wanted to determine why customers didn't like our company, so we performed data collection. So doon na pumapasok yung data collection. So ayan, sabi, we found out that we took 56% longer to deliver products than our competitors. We began to focus on reducing the time between order entry and the final delivery of the product. So doon na pumapasok ang analyze. So we identify the problem, slow delivery. We then ask the questions, why was our delivery so slow? So yung analysis nila is inaccurate sales plans, issues with our safety stock, issues with vendors' delivery performance, falling behind on the manufacturing. Anong dapat nilang gawin? So, ayan sabi, further analysis showed that 80% of our sales came from 30% of our products. We didn't have enough safety stock to get 30% of our products to the customers who required it. So, doon na pumapasok yung improve. We began to focus on solving this problem. We began having monthly reviews to ensure our in-demand product stayed in demand. Another thing we focused on was to order and provide the customer with the products they wanted. So yun. And then yung last is yung control. We created plans to monitor sales, our blessings 30%, best selling 30% of products. Each year, we would review how well the products did and replace everyday different topic it was falling out of demand.
Ako nga pala si Joshua. Tawagin na lang akong hacker. So, di-discuss natin ngayon yung the 6 methodologies, the 6 Sigma methodologies, 6 Sigma, full system, Kanban, and GIT, and just in time. So, the first natin di-discuss is the 6 Sigma methodologies. So, yung 6 Sigma methodologies, meron siyang tinatawag na, meron siyang dalawang method. So, meron siyang DMAIC and the DMADB. For the DMAIC, this method is used to improve the current capabilities of an existing process. This is by far the most commonly used methodology of Sigma improvement teams. For the DMAIC, so it's used primarily for improving existing business process, for define, measure, analyze, and improve, and control. For the DMADB, this method is used when you need to create or completely design a process, product, or service to meet customer requirements. Or DMADB teams are usually staffed by senior manager and Six Sigma expert. For the DMADB method is typically used to create the new process and the new product or service. So, siyang define, the measure, the analyze, design, and verify. For the define, so identify problem with system, and the measure, collect the data from the process where problem occurs to verify its current process, and the analyze, analyze data among the other things, find that the root defect in process, and the improve, develop gap closure action, test, and implement change based on root cause being analyzed, and the control the full implementations of improvement to sustain the gains. For the DMADB, so define the project goals and measure critical components of the process and the product capabilities, and analyze data and develop various design for the process, eventually picking the best one. So this design and test details of the process, and the last is verify the design by running simulations and pilot program, and then handing over the process to the client. So the Six Sigma. So what is the Six Sigma? So Six Sigma is a quality control process that the business used to eliminate defect and improve process. So started as corporation in the mid 1980s when the company discovered that product with a high first pass yield. So those that made it through the productions process defect pre really failed in actual use, resulting in higher customer satisfaction. So, the Six Sigma is the model was developed by scientists who worked at Motorola, Motorola in the 90s, 80s. So, the companies often choose to use the Six Sigma model to boost their profit. And originally developed as a management method for the faster with a pure mistake, it is now an industry standard with certification offered to practitioners. So, for the Six Sigma, yun nga, is a data-driven methodology that provides tools, techniques, define, and evaluate each step of process. It is a method that focuses in improving qualities of the process in the business structures, thus increasing the bottom line profit. Or this is the Six Sigma. Every human activities has variability. So the reduced variability is the key to understand Six Sigma. So Six Sigma is statistical concept that represent how much variations there is in process relative customer specifications. Sigma values is based on defects per million opportunities DPMO. So ayan. So this is the Lean Toolbox Kanban pull system. So empty space is signal to replace the missing A. So yan nga. So the downstream operator pulls items and the upstream operator fills open space. So a pull system itself is the method for controlling the flow and of resource through the system. The goals of such a system is to replace only what has been consumed at the critical time. So it's a cold pull system because resources are pulled into the pipeline only as they are needed or request. So this differs from the push system, which attempts to use forecasts and schedules to drive the flows and productions. So the Lean Toolbox, so Kanban signals, the Lean Toolbox batch push processing. So the large slot productions, so yan, the large for the forecast demand, high inventory, manufacturing space, high efficiency with low system productivity. For the continuous flow, makes the one move one, so ayan, small lot productions based on customer demand, low inventory, low manufacturing waste, demand flexibility, high system productivity. Kanban signals are visual. Controls are used to trigger material and information movements or production executions through the full system. Kanban system help organizations avoid errors and balance the flow, whether it is the office or production shops, where effective signals increase communication, put the employee in control, that require less management involvement. So in the Kanban is the one of the lean tools designed to reduce the idle time in a productions process. So the main idea behind the Kanban system is the deliver what the process need exactly with when it needs it. So Kanban is the Japanese word for sign, which is an inventory control system used in just in time. So manufacturing to track productions and other new shipments of parts of materials. It was developed by Delichi Ono and Industrial Engineering at. So the Kanban system can be thought uh, of as a signal and response system. When an item is running low at an operations stations, there will be a visual cue specifying how much to order from the supply. So the person using the parts makes the order for the quantity indicated by the Kanban, and the supplier provides the exact amount requested. So originally, invented parts of the famous Toyota production system. So associated design, full system, and the concept delivering just-in-time goods. The full system. So a full system is a method for controlling the flow resources to process the goods. Such a system replace only what has been consumed the optimal time. It is called the full system because resources are pulled into the pipeline only as they are need. Request differs from a push system, so which is attempts to use forecasts and schedules to drive the flows of productions. So that this system requires the constant price monitoring of demands, uh, which is done using Kanban. So Kanban signals or basic controls are used to trigger material information movements in productions. So execution to through the full system. So the goal for this system is to support continuous flow. So make one, move one. So the Kanban full system is a way of synchronizing the material and information flow of disconnected process to enable just-in-time production. Next is the Lean Toolbox GIT production or just-in-time production. So this is to minimize the time, labor, materials in the manufacturing process. This system ensures that the goods are being produced only as they are needed. So the desired outcome is streamlined production system that maintain minimal amount of one-time raw materials, minimal wait times in the productions process, and small batch size. So GIT, so productions use the principle of full system. So the main pitfall with the just-in-time system is that an interruptions to the system can quickly shut down the process since there is no but buffer built into the system. So yan, tapos.
Yun. Morning, sir, or afternoon, good evening. I'm Adrian Carrasco from the Three Assets, and I'm the hipster of the group. The Lean Toolbox. 5S is also known to be an antidote to waste. Yung 5S niya ay sort, set, shine, standardize, and sustain. Sort, go through all the desks, shelves, cabinets, files, equipment, and storage areas, etc. in the office and discard unnecessary items. Set, there must be a place for everything, and everything should be in place for use. Shine, green marketing in practice whereby companies seek to go above and beyond traditional. Standardize, set in place rules and policies that support the first 3 S. Sustain. Hold all together cleaning sessions, conduct monthly 5S inspections and audits. Ayan, then sabi. Yung 5S din. Sa level 1 niya, just beginning, needed and not needed items are mixed throughout the work area. Yung level 2 naman niya, needed and not needed items are identified. Those not needed are removed from work area. Yun, syempre mga hindi naman gaano kailangan, tinatanggal na para iwas kalat, para mas malinis yung paligid. Level 3, make it visual. Initial cleaning has been performed and sources of spills and mess are identified and corrected. Level 4, focus on reliability. Work area has documented housekeeping responsibilities and schedules, and the assignments are consistently followed. And level 5 niya yung continuously improve. Cleanliness problems are identified and mess prevention actions are in place. The lean production. Lean thinking originated from its production system. The original ideas were formulated by Sakichi Toyoda in 1920s and 1930s, but only made the leap to full implementation in the 1950s. Yun, sabi na-invento si Sakichi Toyoda. Waste is any part of business which doesn't add any value. Lean production is a methodology of increasing the speed of a process within the business by cutting out waste. Yun, ginawa lean production para mas malinis yung sa mga businesses natin, makalat para masinop. Waste example, skills. Skills refers to the making best use of people, experience, knowledge, skills, creativity, or capability. Example niya yung requiring employees to constantly ask for permission or approval. Not offering employees the training to expand their abilities. Requiring those with specialized skills to perform unskilled activities. At Bahama Bistro, an example of non-utilized talent would be training only a few employees to operate the register. Yun, sabi nga. Pag pinapagawa mo sa mga empleyado mo yung mga hindi na alam, tapos yung para sa may mga skill lang na tao, yung talagang alam nila yung mga ginagawa, tapos pinagawa mo, waste talaga yun. Isa pa, defects. Defects are information, products, or services that are inaccurate, incomplete, or missing. Example niya yung error that occur over and over. Customers' dissatisfaction in a process. Fixing paperwork that is improperly or insufficiently filled in. Any action that causes the wrong next step, such as shipping too many or too few units or signing to the wrong address. At Bahama Bistro, an example of defect would be using milk when a customer requested soy milk. Yung defects, pag mali yung mga nagagawa, puro mali. Which example, overprocessing. Overprocessing is any effort that doesn't add value to the product or service from the customer's perspective. Example niya ay redundant process steps, fields on forms requiring unused information, the addition of features or services that customers don't need, providing a higher level of quality than required. At Bahama Bistro, an example of overpricing would be writing the customer's full name on every coffee cup. Yun. Yung kung ano nung ginagawa sa isang product na hindi naman nakakapag-add ng kung ano sa product na yun. Katulad dito sabi yung at Bahama Bistro, an example of pricing with the writing of customers full name on every coffee cup. Pwede naman first name lang guys. Para hindi na mas mahirap yung pinapera pa lang ulit sa sarili nila. Waste example, waiting. Waiting is the most prevalent of 8 wastes and it refers 2. Process delays while waiting on people, equipment, materials, or information. My example niya, being unable to complete a step until receiving a file, a process that is stalled due to a missing signature, a prior step that requires the attention of a busy subject matter expert. At baka mabistro ang example would be customers waiting for their orders. Yun. Lalo pag sa mga restaurant, yung mga siyempre, pag masyadong ginagawa yung product, yung order mo, siyempre may init yung tao, mga ano sa isang ways, sa example. Motion. Motion is every movement of people that does not add value to the product service. Example, storing frequently used tools and materials in hard-to-reach places. Workplace not organized in order to process being performed. Having to open multiple software applications to complete a step. Exclusive clicks required to perform routine. At baka mabisa ang example of motion would be frequent trips to the stock room. Ayun, dapat isang motion yung nag-a-add ng mga galaw mo na hindi naman na dapat. Kasi, halimbawa sa example niya, dapat yung mga gamit sa isang business, dapat meron mga included na lalagyan para kung kailangan na yun, pupunta, alam na agad kung saan kukunin. Inventory. Inventory requires to storing more supplies or having a higher quantity of materials on hand that needed or when needed. Examples included valuable floor or storage space filled with unused items. Storing aging assets that quickly become obsolete. Inventory or materials filling up before a created process step. At baka mabistro, an example of inventory would be buying a year's worth of coffee beans when next day delivery is available for the vendor. Yun nga, sabi. Inventory requires for storing more supplies or kung daw masyadong nag-stock na masyadong madaming product. Transportation. Transportation, also known as touches, is the unnecessary movement of materials, equipment, or information. Example, multiple people reviewing the same document, emailing information between people or departments, loading, moving inventory between storage areas, moving equipment or files between work areas. At baka mabistro, an example of transportation will be shipping supplies between two locations. Ayun, sabi dapat pag sa transportation between people, masyadong dapat pag pinapadala, dapat isa lang may hawak document para na kung sa tao na yun, mapapadala niya agad. Yun lang po. Thank you po sa pakikinig. Good day.